Alright guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to make this Medusa crown. You're going to need some pretty basic stuff, including clays. These are just clays that you can bake in the oven and they'll harden. Primo, Sculpey, Fimo. These can be found at like Michael's or AC Moore, Hobby Lobby, any kind of craft store. And you're going to need like a thin headband. Really simple to find, easy to find. And then I'm using nail polishes to actually paint the snakes. And then you're going to need my favorite thing in the world, which is a glue gun. So I am beginning by cutting off a small little block of this clay. And then I'm going to roll it in my hands to form kind of a snake shape. So now I'm going to shape the head. I'm going to kind of slightly bend it and then kind of push and pinch. Push and pinch. So that's what it looks like so far. Now using a knife, I'm going to cut open his mouth. You can see that better this way. I'm cutting open his mouth. And then I'm going to open it up a bit. And that will kind of misshape the head. If you want to reshape it, you can. And I'm going to pinch out that nose a little further so it's not totally flat. You kind of want to round out this nose shape and kind of turn it up a bit. Now I just like to kind of make little eye holes using the exacto knife. You don't have to do this. It's just another little detail. Looks like a duck. That's okay. That's okay. I'm going to cut off a sliver of the red, just like that, and then kind of create a little tongue. Just cut out a little tongue for the snake and try to keep it in proportion to the snake's mouth. Okay, and you can create the little fork in the tongue. I doubt you can see that, but I'm creating a little fork. Now you're going to place the tongue into the snake's mouth. I like to kind of rough up this area. It's called scoring in like sculpture or pottery. It's just going to help the tongue stick. You can probably not see that, but now I'm going to pick up the tongue with the end of my exacto knife and just kind of push it down into the mouth. It's such a tiny detail that, you know, you don't have to do this. But so there we have his little mouth, and his neck is getting awfully small, but that's okay. Next it's time to bake it. I would suggest using tin foil on your pans and using a pan that has an edge to it, like a side. And you can take your snake and kind of coil it, you know, and then place its little head up against the side so when it bakes it won't lose this coil that you got going on. Add a small little coil there on the end as well. And I did forget to mention that if you're going to be making these, you're going to want to cut them so they're pretty flat on the edge instead of a pointed little tail. You want it to be flat in order to kind of, as you can see, this is the headband, in order to kind of be able to glue that to the headband. You know, you want it to actually sit on the headband, just like that. And you're going to want to make these in varying lengths. This is kind of a medium to long snake. You might want to make a smaller snake, and then, you know, the way I attempted this one was to put the longer snakes in the middle and then they progressively got smaller, and that's how I planned it out. So if you want to do that, I suggest it. It looks, you know, a little bit more cohesive as a crown of snakes, but yes. Now I'm going to go bake this little dude, and it should take, you know, depending on the instructions, this one is 110 degrees or 230 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 minutes, but check the label on your clay if you're doing this, because it's different for everything. I'm just going to paint the little snake with this glitter polish from Sinful Colors. It's called Call You Later. And that poor little snake, his little neck. Oh, so sad. But you get the idea. Once the polish has dried, you can take your glue gun and just apply a fairly large dollop onto the end of the snake, the baked snake. And now you're going to place it onto the headband and hold it in place. Now, holding this snake in place, you're going to go around the edges of the snake. If you want, you can go underneath the headband and do a strip of glue as well, just to attach it a little better. That's what I've done on my first one. Since this is the demo one, I'm going to keep it pretty simple. And then add the rest of your snakes. Alright guys, so once you apply all of your snakes to your headband, as you can see I've done this one, you can go over the glue, the hot glue. I didn't go over on the inside, but you can go over that hot glue with another nail polish. I just ended up using Sally Hansen Going Green, just cause it ended up being camouflaged to my hair anyway. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the crown o' snakes, and stay tuned for the Medusa tutorial. It's coming very, very soon. Bye.